All right. Welcome back, everyone, for another deep dive. You ready to jump headfirst back into the world of crypto?
Always.
Today we're looking at Dogecoin.
Okay.
Everyone's favorite pup coin.
Right.
We're going to be diving into its recent price action and trying to figure out if this Dogecoin has what it takes to become a leader in the altcoin pack. So, for this deep dive, we're looking at an article that analyzes Dogecoin's potential.
Gotcha.
And let me tell you, things are getting interesting.
For sure.
Dogecoin has seen a 25% surge at the beginning of the year,
Yeah,
which is definitely turning heads.
it's definitely turning heads.
The article highlights a top analyst, I think his name is Bluntz,
Blunts, yeah.
and he's calling this price movement impulsive.
He is.
Okay, so impulsive. For those of us who haven't quite mastered the language of,
Right.
crypto charts,
Yep.
break that down for us.
Sure.
What does that actually tell us about how Dogecoin is behaving in the market?
So when we talk about an impulsive move, we're talking about a sharp, sudden surge in price that's driven by a really strong buying pressure.
Okay.
So it's not,
Yeah.
a gradual climb. It's a sudden, you know, burst of activity.
Gotcha.
And what makes this really interesting is that these impulsive moves often signal a potential for further upward movement.
Okay, so it's like Dogecoin is suddenly leaping forward.
Exactly.
And that leap might just be the start of a much longer run.
Yeah, think back to Bitcoin. In its early days, there were several instances of these impulsive moves that marked the beginning of significant rallies.
Fascinating. The article goes on to talk about Dogecoin potentially breaking through a critical supply level.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to need some help with that one.
Yeah.
What exactly does critical supply mean?
You can think of it like a wall of sellers. It's a price level where you have a large number of people who are ready and waiting to sell their Dogecoin. If the price can break through this wall, it means the buying pressure is strong enough to overcome that selling pressure. And that's a signal to a lot of traders that the upward momentum is very real.
So it's like a test of strength, basically.
Yeah.
If Dogecoin can power through this
Yeah.
wall of sellers, it shows that there's some serious belief in its potential.
Right.
But where is it headed if it does break through? The article mentions a price target of 0.3050 cents.
Yeah.
What's something special about that number? Or is it just, a random guess?
It's definitely not random. There's this concept in trading called psychological levels.
Okay.
These are price points that tend to act as support or resistance levels simply because they are what we call round numbers that traders pay attention to.
So it's like a mental benchmark, kind of like oil and 50 cents just feels significant. So it influences how people trade.
Exactly. There's actually a fascinating behavioral element to it. These round numbers become almost like self-fulfilling prophecies in the market. But getting to that $1.50 isn't a given.
Right.
The article points to $1.40 as a critical resistance level.
Okay.
If Dogecoin can break through $1.40 and then that level turns into a support level, meaning, buyers are consistently stepping in at that price, then we could see a rally towards $1.50.
Okay, so $2.40 is the first hurdle.
Yeah.
Now, one thing that often gets mentioned with Dogecoin is its incredibly strong community.
Right. They are very strong.
The article touches on this too.
Yeah.
Pointing out how passionate Dogecoin supporters are.
They are.
How does that factor into all of this? Could that community be the key to reaching these price targets?
Dogecoin's community is definitely one of its most unique features. I mean, they've been known to drive rallies and create a lot of buzz around the coin. And that kind of enthusiasm can be a very powerful force in the crypto market. However, it's also important to remember that, markets can be unpredictable.
Yeah.
Community support is a factor, but it's not a guarantee.
So like you said earlier, it's a bit like predicting the weather.
Exactly.
There are patterns and indicators.
Yeah.
But there's always an element of the unknown.
Absolutely.
So what are we watching for here? What will tell us if this surge is the start of something big or just a temporary spike?
The next few days and weeks will be really critical. You want to keep a close eye on that. 0.40 cents resistance level.
Okay.
If Dogecoin can break through it decisively and start establishing new highs, it would be a strong signal that a longer-term uptrend is taking shape.
Yeah.
But if it struggles around 0.40 cents or even falls back below it, the current momentum might fizzle out.
Got it. So for everyone listening who's suddenly feeling the urge to jump on the Dogecoin train, the key takeaway here is to watch those price levels.
Exactly.
And 0.30 cents.
Yeah.
Those are the indicators that will tell us. what direction Dogecoin is heading.
Those price points will tell us a lot about the market sentiment and whether this surge has the legs to carry it further.
Well, I'll certainly be keeping my eyes on the charts. Thank you for joining us on this Dogecoin deep dive.
Of course.
But before we let you go, one last thing to ponder. Imagine Dogecoin does hit Duras in 50 cents. What could that mean for the broader altcoin market? Is this a sign of things to come for other altcoins? Something to think about as we navigate this ever-evolving world of cryptocurrency.
Absolutely.